Damn, yeah. What is up, Berserker Patriots? We're just waiting for a few people to get on here. More crazy shenanigans today, except it's getting worse because the more uncivilized part of society is coming back out again all of a sudden because their free shit's getting fucking cut off. Now we got black people threatening to kill us if we don't give them EBT back, or if they don't get to spend their EBT this month. So yeah, we got quite a few things to get into today. So it looks like this is going to be my regular live time every day when I get off work. It's around 6:30. So hope everybody's blessed out here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're going to go through a few videos that show Antifa attacking and leftists attacking DHS agents in Portland and Chicago, and then running behind the police and the police protecting them from DHS. So, as I've said many times, it's about time for the Patriots to stand the fuck up. And gloriously, it's happening all over the place right now. People are getting ready and mobilized. Obviously, we don't have a country anymore. You know, if the cops in the cities are going to outright defy executive order and they're going to protect criminals in the act of attacking federal agents, which is automatically a felony, by the way. It's automatically minimum mandatory of 8 years in prison if you attack a federal agent. It's a felony to lie to a federal agent, to an FBI agent. You know what I mean? So, and now we get to worry about another summer of fucking love, or it looks like the winter of love. What's up, guys? No, I live on my property. That's where I live. You live in your mom's basement, though. We all know that. So let's get into some of this. I foresee it kind of looking like we're about to be racist in America here soon, even though we're not. But, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of videos coming out today of black people saying they're just going to kill people and start robbing stores because their fucking food stamps are getting cut off. You're taking our money. You're taking our money. No, you're taking our money, motherfuckers. We pay for that shit. You don't pay for it. That's not your money. That's my money. That's my neighbor's money. That's the people that get out here and bust our ass and work for a living. Like, they're flat out telling you, we work for them. We're here to take care of them. That's how self-entitled these fucking piece of shit, uncivilized people are. Okay. And you can call me a Nazi. You can call me a racist. I don't give a fuck. Because you people are literally about to elect a fucking senator that has a Nazi tattoo on his fucking chest, and you're okay with that. And not only is it a Nazi tattoo, but it's from the Third Reich, which was the guys that rounded people up and created the fucking death camps. That's the fucking Nazi tattoo he had on them. And then you guys freak out because Pete Hegseth has a proud infidel tattoo on his fucking lower arm that you can't even see unless he raises his fucking arm, which is 100% a beautiful tattoo. I'm a proud infidel. I'm about to get that shit tattooed right down the front of my fucking arm for all of you to see. Shit. Fucking taken up for actual Nazis. So at this point, it is literally, you won't be next month, by the way. Nobody's getting food stamps next month, just so you know. Food stamps or common assistance will be paid next month, just so you all know. That's literally what's happening. So at this point, for the left, they're just a live-action fucking cartoon. They're a fantasy land. It's a fucking movie. That's what they reality. Because they call us a Nazi, and then they're literally about to vote a guy in that's an actual fucking Nazi. They fucking rallied with fucking Nazis in the fucking late 90s, early 2000s and shit. Motherfucker has fucking the Third Reich tattooed on his fucking chest. But I've had it removed now. But he was an actual Nazi, just like you took up for Baird, who was literally the head. You know what I mean? So, y'all don't make sense anymore. Let's go get into some of these civilized human beings. Let's go see what the civilized part of America has to say. And this is why we have America, by the way, because people act like this in other countries. This is why we have America. And this is why America is one of the only countries that has total freedom. So let's get this speaker turned on. This is some crazy shit. Y'all are about to be like, what the fuck is this stuff? You're right. These people are fucking losers, man. Well, horrible, horrible people. I'm not connected here, right? Nope. Okay. So let's get the speaker connected up. We're going to give a shout out to the Salty Cracker channel right now. We need to get him 1 million more followers, guys. I love some Salty Cracker, bro. So we're going to use a reference off of him right now. And we're going to watch these people actually saying this stuff. Because as far as I give a fuck, I hope Donald Trump abolishes food stamps. Because every single one of you motherfuckers are fat as fuck. You know, most of you aren't. It's going to take a month for you to fucking die from starvation. You have so much fat stored up in your fucking system. The churches are supposed to be here to help people. The government is not your daddy. My tax dollars are not your daddy. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's listen.
No, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all want to tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT. And I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working when the government is here to help? Come on.
This dude smoked. That's just my voice. I'm sounding like this still a little kid. I can get even deeper if you'd like me to.
But when it's time to help the Americans, y'all don't want to fucking help us?
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to send my money to Iraq. I don't want to send my money to these other places.
Absolutely.
I also don't,
All right, we're going to skip ahead here. Love you, Salty, but I'm not going to use your content, brother. I'm just going to...
A couch parasite.
Oh, here we go.
It's just...
It
goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, go steal
numerous
stuff.
people at the same time.
Yeah, go steal stuff. When we get food,
numerous people at the same exact time.
Ain't getting food stamps next month. Mind you, bitch, I'm on food stamps. Let me tell you this right now. Donald J. Trump. I don't know what the fuck you got going on in that fucking house of yours.
Why is it all a certain culture of people making these kind of videos?
Some shit don't mean you gotta take it out on everybody else, bitch. Fix this shit right now.
You can't even talk, motherfucker. You damn sure don't need our tax dollars.
I'm going back to stealing. I don't care. If you leave your car unlocked in the middle of the night, lock it, bitch. Because if I don't
everybody practice your Second Amendment,
believe me, and mine's gonna eat regardless. Everybody going.
Wow, there you go, guys.
Well, regardless, me and mine going to eat. Well, looks like we're about to have a lot of blood in the streets, guys. Because I foresee a winter of love coming. So I think it's fucking hilarious.
You got to get in the criminal line for Democrats for them to take care of you. So that's number one. But number two,
so
I'm gonna go steal your car.
Let's get to the next person.
Get a job.
Let's get to it. There's more. Unfortunately, there's more.
Guys, I'm just finding out there's no EBT next month. My heart. There's no EBT next month. What is this pumpkin man doing, bro?
You notice?
Pumpkin man doing?
You notice anything?
EBTs. I need my MTV and my EBTs. That one in the corner over there is.
You notice anything about these videos
on TikTok with something like 50, 60,000 followers or subs?
Huh? Weird, right? Seems to be a common denominator in all these videos, right? So, when you got that, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to get everything we want based off of the way these people are acting right now. We're going to get the Insurrection Act. That's a guarantee at this point. They're working up the details on that right now. They're supposed to be giving a press briefing sometime later tonight or tomorrow about enacting insurrection and military in the streets, because now we have an actual reason. The moment those officers started protecting these criminals, if you haven't seen, they're shining high-powered fucking LED, like fucking 30,000 lumen lights in these cops' faces while they're trying to arrest people, and fucking high-powered laser pointers, which can fuck you up permanently, okay? And which is illegal, by the way, which is a federal offense in the United States of America to do so. If somebody's driving down the road and you point a laser in their car, you go to prison for that. You know what I mean? That's illegal. You can get people killed doing that. So now we have an actual legit reason to enact the Insurrection Act, because the cops are now interfering. So we have a reason now to send the military in and just arrest all these motherfuckers. So let's get that done, Donald Trump. Let's not give a fuck about what these terrorists think about us. Every single person in these TikTok videos that are saying this shit, arrested immediately. Prison. You don't deserve to be in civilized culture. Just so you understand, you cannot live with civilized human beings if that's how you're going to act. That's how monkeys in the jungle act. When someone takes their fucking shit and doesn't give them shit for free, they go fuck shit up and break shit and fucking bite people and kill them. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen when people start feeding monkeys fucking wild out there in these other countries, and then they stop feeding them? Did you see they had a whole thing about this? What was it, India? Where like a whole gang of monkeys fucking stormed the city and took over the fucking city? That's what we got going on right now. You know what I mean? That's what we got happening. So I'm going to play some of these riots side by side with the newest Planet of the Apes movie, and I want you to tell me if you see any fucking similarities about the way all of these people in the cities are acting right now. Because that's how you're acting. You're acting like uncivilized animals. And as far as the rest of the country is concerned, there's no place in this country for people that are uncivilized. There's no place in civilized society for you people. Do you understand that? So that would leave one of two options, correct, Donald Trump? One of two options. You either do it the right way, or that'll be a little more extreme measures taken. Because if you don't know, another U.S. Marshal shot by a criminal alien YouTube influencer that YouTube's been paying. Thank you, YouTube, for letting that be exposed. Because I guarantee you there's going to be an executive order signed against YouTube now. And I think things might change up a little more again on YouTube. Okay, so if you don't know about the criminal aliens that bombarded the fucking prison, that's crazy as fuck. Trying to break other criminal aliens out of the prison. The Marines had to get involved and help the fucking cops to stop that shit. Dude, we're at war. We're at fucking war. We're the only ones not doing anything, though. These motherfuckers are in the streets killing us, uniting with foreign enemies of our fucking country. And I can't get 5 of you to unite with me and go to these fucking cities, man? That's crazy. What the fuck has happened to this country? See, we got our influencers out there. We need more people like me that are ready to get the fuck out there. Let's all build channels together. Makes enough money so we can travel around and fucking deal with this fucking shit. I would rather be in the streets right now going with this stuff than fucking sitting back making these videos. I'd rather be in the thick of it showing you what's actually happening. And then when one of these motherfuckers get up in my face and do this, I'm not touching your shit, I'm gonna punch you directly in the fucking throat, you little faggot. That's how I feel about it. I'm from Florida. That's what we do down here. You get smacked in the fucking mouth when you do that dumb shit. Man, we got young kids out here with more balls than half a Generation X that are getting into the fucking cities fucking filming this shit and getting attacked for it. It's crazy. Nick is there. Yes, he is. And that's exactly who I'm talking about right now when I just said that. That's literally who I'm talking about. That's fucking nuts, man. We got kids that aren't fighters at all, and these people are attacking them, and they're not fighting back. We need to get out here with these kids so we can surround them with the protection they need. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out there. You know what I mean? I want to be out there right now. I don't want to be stuck fucking in a state where nothing's fucking going down. You know what I mean? I want to be a part of this. I want to help in any possible way I can. And like I said, if I'm too vulgar for people and the only thing I can do is put my body in the way of these fucking assholes, then that's what I'll do. You know what I mean? God, put me where you want me. That's where I want to go. And I'll be honest, ever since 3-4 weeks ago when I started waking up every single morning and asking God what to do for the day, things have been going a lot better. You know, a lot better. So I'm going as I can, guys. We're going to get out here and we're going to deal with this shit. If you haven't seen the cops helping Antifa, I'll go in here and we'll play a little bit of that. We'll give Tim Pool some fucking love on that one because I'm not going to use mainstream media for any of my fucking references anymore because their shit's always fucking propaganda and it's always fucked up, man. You cocksucker. Okay, let's go into the history and let's take a look at what's going on, guys. Because this shit's nuts out here right now. I don't understand. Tim Pool's a good guy, man. And fuck all you calling him a pussy. He's a family man and he's a fucking influencer. He's not a fucking savage patriot. He's the most modern fucking middle of the road motherfucker you'll ever meet. Everybody knows what I have. See? Hey, Mike D. Johnson, guess what? Mark, there's nothing you can say about me that these people don't already fucking know. Nothing. Because my record's on my in my post, you stupid fuck. And guess what? I've got multiple, actually, I got 32 felonies on my record, 5 of which were convicted, the rest of which were not fucking convicted. So say it right before it's slander. I have charges. I have multiple charges. And I never got arrested for the first time until I was 30 years old and all this bullshit started happening. So fuck you. Why don't you get your facts right, buddy? And I've also been through clemency court and I have all my fucking rights back. So guess what? I'm a felon that's legally allowed to own a firearm, motherfucker. I'm a felon that's a convicted fucking convict that can walk into a gun store and buy a fucking gun, you fucking pussy. Think about that. I've beat murder charges and I'm allowed to own a firearm. Think about that, buddy. And I went from that to owning 4 businesses. I got multiple properties. I had my big Trump store. You know, the house that y'all fucking caught on fire, the $150,000 RV you caught on fire, the $78,000 worth of equipment you stole. I'm doing pretty good. You know what I mean? You do understand that 87 million Americans, over a quarter of Americans are convicted felons, right? You do get that? Right now, there are 87 million Americans that do not have their constitutional rights, that have done their time, paid their dues, and fucking rehabilitated themselves. That's all they can do is try to insult you. I guarantee you if I go on this guy's, all of his stuff, I'll find all kinds of pictures of kids and fucking diapers and all kinds of weird shit on his fucking site. You know what I mean? All kinds of crazy weird shit. Guess what? Your king is a fucking felon. Oh, you pussies. Guess what? 5 senators that are running on the Republican side this year are felons. Guess what? What? Something like 15 or 20 sheriffs that are running right now are felons. Like I said, a quarter of America are felons in 2025. So, who gives a fuck? You turned Steve Bannon into a felon. Oh, Portland police with Laura Trump and Tim Pool. Good for you, bud. I remember when you were on Vox and Vice, Timmy.
Looks to be good.
Good for you, buddy. So let's go through. There's some of that video right there. Okay. Love you guys. I think you're all awesome. Even my trolls. You're some of my most awesome fans.
Freely escape.
Because no matter what,
You've now got lines.
you always come to me.
Factions forming.
Even if you're talking bad about me,
all of this
you're helping me. So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm so glad that
Oh my God, let me get this pulled up. I hate when this does this shit, don't you? Yeah, I broke down and paid for the fucking premium. Shut up. I couldn't deal with the fucking commercials when I'm trying to fucking play shit for you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nick Shirley's down there too. That young kid Nick Shirley, he's down there right now in the okay. Let's do boom. So how's everybody out there doing today? It's been a crazy. I always try to have fun. And the funny thing is they always say I'm mad, but I'm always smiling. I'm always happy with them. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and this.
Viewer discretion advised. Oh, has YouTube pulled all this shit in the past 2 hours? Always. All of my shit's posted. I don't give a fuck. Hey, if you don't like me, you don't like what I've done in my lifetime, you don't have to be on my fucking page, do you, motherfuckers? Shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I want good people, civilized human beings. Guess what? I used to be a criminal, but I didn't go out and do stupid shit. People owed me money, so I pulled up to their houses with fucking U-Hauls and I took all their fucking stuff. That's the fuck I got in trouble for. Motherfucker owed me 10 grand, so I went to his house and just took everything that was in his fucking living room, put it in the back of a fucking truck. So, and when the cops got there, I said, yeah, I did it. I showed them the text messages that he owed me money, and I still got arrested. So, there's no justice in America. None whatsoever. The moment I started speaking out against William Promell, the sheriff here, is the moment that he started fucking with me hard for quite a few years, if y'all remember. And then I sued the county, and I haven't had any problems with these cops since. As a matter of fact, I've had law enforcement, I can't really say that out loud, tell me it's okay if I do certain things to help them out. So, it's all right, guys. I guess, am I technically a felon, though? Because I won my clemency case. So am I still a felon? Because in the next 2 years, all that'll be expunged and redacted from my record anyway, once they finally put that through. So am I really? Is Donald Trump really a felon? 34 felonies with no underlying charges whatsoever, upgraded to felonies that were not even criminal cases in the first place, misdemeanors. Are half the people in the country that are felons really felons? Because if you look at my charges, if you actually do your research, not one thing that's on my charges was a felony charge. And you can literally see it in my charges. It says upgraded. My very first time ever being arrested, all of my charges were upgraded to felony charges from misdemeanors. So, is there really justice in America? You know what the beautiful part about that is I'm running for office in 26 here in Charlotte County, Florida, and I'm gonna win. And guess what? Then I'm gonna be a convicted criminal representative of this state, and I'm gonna write bills to specifically pull everything woke out of my state and make it to where you people are so miserable here, you don't want to be here anymore. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Do you understand? Because I'm not going to be your typical politician in my community. I'm going to be any of this stuff you're saying. Thank you, by the way. I just gained 100 followers while you said that. Thank you so very much. You know what I mean? So every time y'all come in here and talk shit about me, all you do is help. And you're making me money by putting all these fucking comments in here. You help me more than anybody does. You help all of us more than anybody does. Because you live lived for Charlie Kirk, you live for Steven Crowder, you live for Tim Pool, because no matter what we do or what we say to you, or how many times you say, well, I'm leaving your channel and not coming back. Well, bye, motherfucker. But guess what? You're coming back because you're sad and you're miserable. And this is your only way to not be alone with your mom as your only follower on your social media. You know what I mean? I don't have any family. I watched my mom and 4 brothers die in my arms in a car wreck when I was 13. So, but yeah, my mom would be very proud of me. Very proud of me for what I'm doing. She was a biker. Fuck it. She was a pretty hardcore chick. Pretty hardcore lady. My mom would have punched you in the fucking throat and shit in your mouth. What my mom would have done. You think my record is bad? My dad's been in prison my entire fucking life because he murdered 12 people in a fucking bar in fucking 1981, right before I was born. I've never even met the man. He's been in prison my whole life. He murdered a bunch of people. My mom, God, she's been in prison numerous times. Fucking aggravated battery, assault, attempted murder. My brother on the run right now for fucking doing some horrible things to some people. So I'm the one that came out good in my family. I'm the one that came out good in my family. But guess what? My father loves me. And that's all that matters. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about any of this stuff out here. I don't give a fuck about this truck. I don't give a fuck about my camper. I do give a fuck about my dog. I love my dog. I do give a fuck about my dog. You know what I mean? So, this is what I think about you people. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is what I think about you people. All the time. More than a leftist that matters in this country anymore. I'm sure you missed that. It said, if Trump were a king, you'd be dead. So, I'm a target for you guys. I purposely make myself a target. Gleefully make myself a target. Come get me anytime you want to. God, you just made me at least 99 cents in the past 20 minutes. Mark D. Johnson, you've made me about 99 cents in the past 20 minutes from all those comments. Thank you. Holy shit, man. I can't tell you how happy I am. Because you see, no matter what you say in my comments, I had 71,000 views on my video last night. On that little live I did for 45 minutes. Or no, last night was 51,000 views. 45 minutes, 51,000 views. That's 51,000 people that got a taste of the berserker patriot. That's all that matters. The money's not where it's at for me. You know what I mean? As you can see by my videos, I busted my ass all motherfucking day, working my ass off, swinging fucking pickaxes and hauling cinder blocks and cutting down trees and building houses. And I work for myself and I own my company and I pay my taxes. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. I own my truck outright. I own all my stuff outright. Except a couple things I'm making payments on right now and almost finished paying them off. So I love you guys. I'll continue to spread the truth. I'll continue to piss off and offend these little fucking weak liberals. And that's all they are. They're just weak little guys. You know what I mean? They can't do anything. See, liberals are like little dogs. They yap and yap and yap, but they can't actually do anything to you. Ever. What the fuck is going on here? There's my light. Okay. It's plugged in there. Oh, it would probably help if I plugged it in, right? Sorry, guys. I'm I took everything out of the camper today because we might be having an opportunity come up here soon, and we're going to be in a different area. There it is. There it is. So we're going to be in a different area and a house soon. So we spoke with a guy today that needs a bunch of work done, and he's willing to trade me a property up off town that has a nice little cabin on it for it. So we're possibly going to do that. Got to think about it. It's a lot of work. Nothing. They're in all of my things. And here's what they do. If you ban them, they just start another account. Because if you go on Mark's account right now, here, I'll pin his comment. We'll look him up right now. Live. We'll look him up in real time right now, this second. So let's do some fact checking in real time and see who this guy is. And he's got the fucked up M. See, doesn't even have the balls to put a profile picture up on his shit. Well, this is a Mark D. Johnson on here, but he's got a profile picture. Mark D. Johnson, 1577. Oh, does this look like him right here? No, he's got a gray M. Let's see how many followers. Oh, man, you must have a bunch of followers because it's taken me quite some time to well, you must be fucking super popular, bro. Let's go back to this one here. That's what his looks like on here. Damn, this channel's got 7 whole views since 2015. Holy fuck. This can't be the same guy. No, because this one's green and his is gray, correct? Oh, yeah. Who would be lost? Me? People like me? I got a ham radio. I got all kinds of radios in the motherfucking... I'll still be live if we do lose everything. I'll still be live as a motherfucker, bro. So, we got CB radios. I got a ham radio. I got antennas, all kinds of good stuff. Let's go take a look. Just what's on the table in here. But just right here, I've got, what, 2 or 3 of these. Multi-voltage radio. 3 CDs there. And then in that cabinet, I've got my ham radio. And see, where's my jackhammer? Oh, there's my fucking jackhammer I was working with yesterday. So, man, it looks like being a felon pays off, huh? And I own all of this. Sure, being a felon fucking pays off, don't it? Huh. Weird, right? Weird. Nobody gives a fuck. If that's the best you guys got, then you're never going to win anything ever again. And oh, baby, how about the fact that it looks like they are going to end the districting based on race? You will never win anything. You can't. Once they do that, you're going to lose 22 seats. 22 seats worth of representation. So you will be 22 seats short of every single fucking vote that ever happens again. You will never have a politician back in office if they do that redistricting before the midterms. You understand that, right? Left? That's why you're so mad. That's why you're so mad. So that comment that's pinned, we're going to email that to my buddy that's 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, intelligence. And we're going to have him do a deep dive on this guy. And then tomorrow or the next day, whenever it comes in, that's going to be the subject of our live. We're going to find out everything there is to know from 5 years about Mark D. Johnson. Everything. We're going to find out what messages he's been sending people, emails, all kinds of crazy shit. And we're going to find out if this guy's a pedophile and we're going to expose him. Find out if he's out here hurting little kids. That's my favorite part of this, is they think that they can be anonymous. And I played I physically showed you the law in the state of Florida. When you make these comments on social media, when you sign your terms and conditions, it's different state to state. You know that, right? Because Section 230 laws are different. But when you make comments like that in the state of Florida, you can't be an anonymous citizen. They have to give me your information if I contact a lawyer. And they ask for the request, a public record request. That's how I pulled up all those transcripts from the videos that YouTube deleted permanently for bullying Antifa. I did a simple FOIL request through my lawyer, and I got every transcript that was ever said in all of my fucking lives. And I was able to pull it all up and show you what was said. So it's fun doing stuff like that. I think we might build a channel just around doing investigations on all these leftists. So would you guys enjoy that? Yes, he lives. He is risen. He lives. You're right. Ooh, that sucks. I mean, what even is Canada's not even a thing anymore. The king acknowledged that the indigenous people own Canada and gave up Canada this past week. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Mike D. Johnson in Canada? You're about to be our 51st state. Of course you live in Canada. You're a fucking communist. Look at these fucking, look how sorry these people in Canada are. First of all, your country will kill you because you're mentally ill, which is fucking crazy. Now the king has acknowledged that Canada was stolen from the indigenous people, and they are now confiscating land to give from private homeowners to give. So have fun losing your shit and having no more. There is no more Canada. What are you talking about? The king just denied Canada. You're not going to be getting any more assistance from Europe. You understand that, right? You do get that, right? That's how that works. When the king says we no longer recognize Canada, that means you will no longer get any help from that kingdom, because he is a king and he can't. You know what I mean? So that's going to be hilarious watching that go. Y'all are going to be begging. Y'all are fixing to be begging America for help. How's that feel? Daddy's going to have to change your fucking diaper because Canada's one of the sorriest places on the map. We could take your country in 4 hours with one platoon of Marines. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Canada doesn't have shit. They don't offer shit. Nobody cares about Canada. All Canada is a fucking way for Russia and China to get into America. We need to take Canada is what we need to do. We need to get back to being conquerors and start colonizing some shit. Is what we need to fucking do right now. You're probably from Mexico, more than likely. But see, that's the beautiful thing, Mark, is you see what all these people are saying about you in here? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So we're 39 minutes in. It's 7:15. I might go live again at 9. I will be tomorrow, the next day. I'll be busting my ass to get through this house that I'm painting right now. And then obviously Saturday and Sunday, I'll go live all day. What? My next door neighbor didn't sell lace drums. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But if you live in my town, it's a real mistake to make these comments. You should know that. If you live in my town and you know who I am, then you should know better than to fuck around and find out in this town. Because the cops, there's a do not detain order on me here. They ain't gonna fucking come after me for you, bro. They need people like me. They love people like me. They give people like me 20-minute intervals before they show up. Yeah, no, he's not anywhere is what he is. He's a pussy. That's what he is. He's a pussy. I have to say to any of you that fucking hate, meet me at the boxing gym anytime you want to, and we can sign a waiver, and we can just get it over with. We don't have to fucking hate each other. We can just beat the fuck out of each other. And then guess what? We can shake hands and go have a fucking beer afterwards, bro. You know what I mean? That's the problem in America. A few more people just need to get punched in the throat and then be done with it. You know, that's the problem we have in America, is participation trophies and fucking kids not getting their asses whooped. That's the problem we have in America right now, you know? And it kind of, fuck. It'd be nice if there was another party besides the Republican Party, like an actual patriot party, right? That didn't give a fuck about what the rest of the country thought about them. They're more worried about midterms 3.5 years down the road than they are getting our shit done right now. So, especially JD Vance, what a fucking scumbag, bro. Motherfucker, have you seen? He's got an AI fucking page for JD Vance on TikTok and X, already campaigning for 2028. I told y'all that's what this was all about for him. He don't give a fuck about us. All this pretty shit he's saying. He ain't never talked like this for us. Matter of fact, he talked the opposite. He said we were unredeemable, deplorable, maggot terrorists. For 4 fucking years he said this. There's text everywhere about it. Okay? With the leader, the akin of the American Hitler. And he didn't switch to our side until he had to run for senator in 2020 on a Republican ticket, and he needed Donald Trump's endorsement. Okay, and then all of a sudden he works his way into fucking the vice presidency because we needed those votes. But his book is a lie. He didn't grow up in anywhere rural. They had a summer home in fucking Kentucky. Motherfucker grew up in the suburbs of Ohio. Everything about that motherfucker is a lie. His name wasn't even JD Vance until they got fucking married. He changed his name 3 times in his lifetime. 3 separate fucking times. He changed his fucking name. Why? Why are you changing your name so much? Why are you pretending like you grew up in fucking Kentucky and you were a hillbilly when you grew up in the suburbs of fucking Ohio and you had a very well-off family? Why are you acting like you were a poor fucking hillbilly? There ain't nothing hillbilly about that motherfucker at all. His family had a summer cabin in the fucking hillbilly hills. That's what that was. There ain't no voices in my head, buddy. Once I get off of here, I won't even remember your name in 15 minutes. You know what I mean? I don't even remember your name until I look down and read your fucking name on here. That's the funny part of it. Come on. It ain't got no gas in it. I like beans and taters and beans and taters. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. That'd be from Sling Blade, though, not from Mouse and Men. From Mouse and Men, that's the one where the old dude beats up the fucking greasers in front of the kid from I See People, right? That's that one. You can call me a hillbilly. I'm a redneck. There's a difference. I'm a redneck. I'm not a hillbilly. I'm a redneck. I don't live up in the mountains and probably someone. You know what I mean? I got my teeth. You know, hillbillies are good people, though. So are rednecks. But listen, my Rumble show is about to kick off in a moment here. So Berserker Patriot 1776 on Rumble in about 30 minutes. I'm going to eat some dinner and have a good night. How derailed am I? What do you mean derailed? How derailed am I? What do you mean? Do you mean how many times have people like you on the left shot me in the past few years? 3 times. How many of my things have been burnt down? 5, including 1 house, RV. Dog got burnt, broken leg, truck smashed up, bomb planted on my truck, fucking brake lines cut, radiator slashed, you know, Trump store caught on fire, business equipment stolen. You haven't killed me. That's until I'm not off track at all. I'm 100% on track where I should be right now, because wherever I'm at is where God wanted me, so it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So if this is where God wants me right now, and I've been able to do wonderful things for people in the area that I'm in right now. So no off track for me. I'm 100% on track. As a matter of fact, I'm so on track, I can't go left or right. You know what I mean? I'm on a straight line path to my goal right now, and I won't stop until I achieve it. The moment I achieve my goal, I'll sleep an 8-hour night. You know what I mean? But thank you for all the comments, guys. They were a blessing. I'll probably end up having fucking 3,800 comments on here tonight. I just wanted to go live. Saturday's obviously my big show where we do all the news. As soon as I can afford to do this full-time again, that's what we will be doing, is this full-time once again. But until then, I got to get out here and bust my ass all day. And when I get off work, I'm fucking beat, man. You know what I mean? Love you guys. Have a blessed night. Be safe. Fucking mosquitoes. You nasty fucking mosquitoes. I love my puppy. Oops. I thought...